All right, well, thank you for joining me today. I'm so happy to speak with you about your business. I know you a little bit. For those who don't, can you introduce yourself, give us a little info about you, and tell us where they can follow you?
Yes. So my name is Jaleesa Taylor, and I am the owner and CEO of Blue Orchid Events. I do full service event planning, small catering, private dinners, all of that. And you can find me on all my socials, Blue Orchid ATL.
Okay. So let's before we talk about your business, how has your entrepreneurship journey been so far? What are some of your biggest pros and some of your biggest cons to it?
Yeah, it's been interesting. Being I've been in business for 4.5 years now.
Okay.
And it's been crazy because I am a what we call a workpreneur, so I still work and then I also have my business as well. So finding like when you work a job and you have like the life balance, like the work life balance is cool, but when you have a business, work a job, and then try to have a life, it's
Right.
like hard.
It is.
Um,
That.
yeah, yeah. So just, I mean, and then dealing with COVID.
Right.
Gosh,
I was about to say, how has that affected you?
it shut me down. It shut me down for a while. Yeah. So no one was having events. People, can't gather. So basically, I was just kind of my last event that I did right before COVID was the one where we met. And that was the last big event I did prior to. But yeah, that was it. And I was shut down. And then I started catering a little bit at the end, like when people were having like family over and stuff like that. I started doing some catering then. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when did you decide you even wanted to become an event planner?
So when I was little, I was I was 5 years old, and my mom got me some little wedding thing. It was like you draw wedding dresses or something cute for little girls. And I remember asking her so many questions, like, well, who picks the wedding? And I mean, who picks where's the wedding gonna be? And who picks the flowers? And who does this? And my mom was like, girl, I don't, please leave me alone. But when I was about, I would say about 24, 25, I was like, man, I don't really, I know working, I knew I wanted to start a business. I just didn't know what. And so I asked myself this question: is 5-year-old Jaleesa happy?
Right.
And what would she want me to be doing right now? Because we always have to listen to our inner child.
Right.
And that's how I was just like, oh, she want to be playing events. And it took me back to that memory of that one toy, the only toy I really ever played with, the only one I cared about. And that's how I got into wedding planning and event planning.
Okay. So can you go into detail about some of the services you offer?
So I do, like I said, full service event planning. So any type of event, I can do all of the coordination, like so finding the venue, setting up the vendors, managing all of that, which is what I do for weddings as well as other types of events. And then I can also, because I am a caterer,
Right.
I also can do anything. I can cater any event up to 50 people.
Okay.
And then I do private dinner experiences. So not just like a private chef coming, but I'll do everything for you. So I will, set up your table, decorate, serve, everything. So I do that as well.
Okay, so you're like a 2 for 1.
I do it all.
Like that. Okay. So what are the 3 qualities you think an event planner should have? Because I know some people may think it's just easy, but I know even for me, like planning a simple birthday party for my son, I get stressed out. And so what are the 3 qualities that you possess that make you a good event planner?
I think organization is key.
Right.
Being able to like organize things, like even as complex as a budget, is extremely important.
Okay.
I think you have to have a level of like assertiveness too, because people will try you, and you are responsible for managing every aspect. I'm going to use weddings as an example.
Okay.
The florist, the photographer, the and the caterer. All you're dealing with all of these different kind of personalities, but you need everybody to be where they're supposed to be at the specific time.
Right.
You have to be assertive. Like, you have to say, this is what I need, da 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 da. You know what I mean? That type of thing.
Right.
And then the third thing I would say would be, you got to be a party person. You have to be able to party, because a lot of times people think that we plan the party and then we go sit down. No, you have to keep going.
Right.
So you have to be able to want to party, which partying is my life.
Right.
I love party.
Right. And I also think thinking outside of the box and being creative is good, because I know we did an event together. I took pictures for her birthday, and she didn't have like a typical birthday. She and her friends go on the scavenger hunt at Pont City Market. I'm over here looking at this. I'm like, but you know, they had fun, and it was fun. It really was. So I like that you think outside of the box, and I think that adds to, you know, you being an excellent event planner, because you're able to be creative and come up with different ideas. You know what I mean?
Thank you. Thank you.
No, your problem. What was your first event? Who was it for? What experience did you gain from that, and how did you get booked?
So my first booked gig, not just like helping out a friend and doing something for my mom and them. My first book gig was a catering event 4 years ago, and it was like a baby shower.
Okay.
And I mean, obviously making baby shower meatballs and pasta salad was cool, but I was like, nah, I have to present this in a way that it doesn't look like, I mean, no offense to aunties, but it doesn't look like somebody's auntie did it, you know? Right. So I have to be official. And I remember struggling because I didn't know how to condense and pack things to go serve somewhere else. Right. So I struggled so bad. I just had so many bags and so many, it was the most unorganized mess you would ever see. Right. But that gave me the experience, and I was able to like pull it off in such a way that the clients never knew that I was struggling. So
right,
everybody had a good time.
Okay. How do you deal with clients who, you know, who aren't unorganized, or maybe get mad, you know, when things don't go a certain way, and, you know, you have to kind of figure out how to pull out together? How do you deal with like irate clients?
So I'm very fortunate enough to say that I haven't had any irate clients that were mad with me. Right. But I was doing a wedding, and some of the wedding party didn't show up to the wedding.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, a best man, a bridesmaid, and a ring bearer did not show up.
The three most important people did.
So wow. It was trying to get the bride ready, keep her in her bridal suite, get her squared away. Right. And then I'm calling people. I'm like, what's going on? Where are they? What's going on? Mm-hmm. And I just remember the groom looking at me like, I'm marrying my wife right now. Right. And I was like, okay, the show must go on. Let's go. And I held the wedding as long as I could. And he was just like, forget it. Let's get married. I'm done. And it was his brother. So he was like really sensitive about it. Right. He was like, let's just get married. And I was like, I'm gonna need you to calm down before you get married. Like, it's still a fun day. So I remember having to calm him down quite a bit. Right. But as soon as music started and everything was good.
Okay. So as an event planner, how do you stay up to date on, you know, with the event industry?
It's ever changing, so it's hard. But I would say that just subscribing to everything you see. Like, I know, I mean, it's hard because they flood your inbox, but right. Subscribing to all of the insider newsletter type things, knowing what's going on in your region is big, because we have new venues, like shop pop up all the time, new caterers, new, you know. And then also another thing is keeping up with your network. Like, if you have, like, as we work together, right. You're my photographer, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, hey, I need you. And so but you know that, you know, who you're working with in your network is keeping up. Like, I don't know photography. I can't do that. But you are forever learning. So right. As long as you're forever learning and I'm forever learning, we can be creative together, and you just collab that way. And I'm working on getting that network stronger so that I just got my people on speed dial. Like, let's go. So
Okay. All right. So let's talk about a little bit about the Sangria Social. What is that?
Woo. So the Sangria Social started off as what I did not want a vision board party to look like, right? I just did not want to do a regular vision board party. I was like, nope, I want to do something different. So I sat in Starbucks one day and I came up with activities to invite my friends to, or an event with activities to invite my friends to. And that's when I met you. Right. And so that was like my first time doing something like that. It was crazy. It was wild. Loved it. And so I said, I could do this all the time. Because this like Blue Orchid allows me to be creative for other people. Right. But Sangria Social allows me to just be creative, like on things I would love doing. Right. And so it has grown quite a bit. It is its own brand. Mm-hmm. It is a interactive empowerment brand, because I don't believe that empowerment comes from other people. I think it comes from within yourself. So we now have a book club. We now do events. We try to do them every quarter. It just depends on, COVID and all that. But and then we also we do journal challenges. So guided journal challenges. I write prompts and all that type of stuff. We're just whatever people want to do. We're just doing it. I think in 2021, we're gonna build upon that scavenger hunt thing I did for my birthday. And I think I know we're planning to have like a field day, like a grown-up field day. Because the idea is that for a few hours, with every event, for a few hours, if people can just forget their troubles and just have a good time, also while building relationships with people and learning more about themselves and stuff like that, then I've done my job. So.
Okay. And that is something that's open to the public, right?
Yes, it is open to the public.
How can they join?
So Sangria Social, if you find us on Instagram, the Sangria Social, you can DM me. You can also hit me up personally too, Jaleesa Renee. Middle name is Renae. But yeah, you can DM me and I can add you to the mailing list, and you'll be invited. You'll get first dibs to all of the events, as well as you'll be able to join our book club, our trivia nights, all the things we do.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for talking with me. I think for people who don't know, they know. So go ahead and introduce yourself one more time and tell them where they can follow you. And if you can, shout out Liz Taylor TV.
Yes, of course. So my name is Jaleesa Taylor, CEO of Blue Orchid Events. You can find me at Blue Orchid ATL on all social media. My other brand, the Sangria Social, interactive empowerment brand. You can also find me there on all socials, the Sangria Social. And then make sure that you are subscribed and all the things to Liz
Taylor. Liz Taylor TV.
Liz Taylor TV. I was about to give you a whole new name, girl. Liz Taylor Media or something. But Liz Taylor TV, that's where you need to be subscribed and all of the things. She's dope. I love what you're doing.